Welcome everyone to the Other Side Media. And here's your host, it's me, Natalie, and I am doing a solo show today. I have been procrastinating this solo show for about a month. The reason why is, frankly, I'm scared to do a show by myself. I was so used to doing a show with Richard and Janine, and it was really easy to just kind of vibe like this with each other, and it made it very simple for me. Maybe it seems hard to do a show just to begin with, but for me, doing a show with friends is a lot easier than me just looking at the camera and doing a show, a reaction show. Just me and you. I say all right and so all the time. That is a very bad habit that I need to break. But on today's show, we are going to be talking about CNN. I have notes here, so I'm going to act like a news anchor. Got my notes right here. We are going to talk about CNN and the perverts that they seem to be hiring and covering up for and protecting for some reason. I don't know. What is up with CNN? They're supposed to be America's news network? I don't think so. I think they're more called the pervert news network. We're going to start with pervert number one today. His name is Jeffrey Toobin, and he was caught choking his chicken back in October of 2020 during a company Zoom call for the New Yorker magazine. I think he was a political analyst for CNN. He's a Harvard graduate lawyer. He used to work for the New Yorker, and he is, yes, the CNN legal analyst. So during a New Yorker company Zoom call, he was caught choking his chicken on camera. Let me ask you, how does one not know that they're on Zoom, especially when there's all the big names in the magazine as a huge company phone call? Like, what is wrong with this guy? He is 60 years old, and he was seen doing this during the Zoom call with some of the magazine's biggest names. Like, I don't understand how someone does that. Well, perverts do, I suppose. Maybe they get off on doing those kind of things. Well, anyway, CNN suspended him. The New Yorker fired him, and he is back on CNN 8 months later. He did an interview, which I haven't watched. I should probably do a reaction video once I learn how to do a reaction video with my camera and my computer. I still haven't mastered that just yet, but I will. Anyway, so he did an interview with CNN talking about his journey of being a masturbator and getting caught. I don't know. So he was put back on the air on June of 2021. And I think CNN thought that enough time had passed that they can just throw him back on and everyone would forget about it. Not this girl. I remember these things because CNN is one of the worst news networks that I can't even with them. They are so corrupt. They are so fake. And their viewership is hideous. I'll get into the stats on another show. Next on our list of predators, sexual predators, that is Don Lemon. You know, I have to ask, I'm just wondering, CNN was very outraged with all sorts of confirmation hearings for the Supreme Court, a certain Brett Kavanaugh, how the Me Too movement started. I think it was because of Brett Kavanaugh over allegations that happened in college that were never proven. They were alleged, and AOC went crazy. They actually stormed the Capitol. I do have video footage of that, which I will post in this video.
These are live images, folks, at the doors of the Supreme Court, where you can see protesters have gathered. They are demanding that their voices be heard as they anticipate the person who will be a new Supreme Court justice. Judge Brett Kavanaugh to be sworn in here any moment. In a bigger picture, you can see approximately how many people who have gathered there. It looks like there are dozens, and they are chanting, "Kavanaugh has got to go," is what I'm hearing them say. You see, there is high security there.
Well, take that for what you will. Next on the list of predators is Don Lemon. Now, this guy is a piece of work. He has his own show on CNN, and he has been accused of a sexual assault back in Long Island in 2018 in a bar. The accuser alleges that Don Lemon sexually assaulted him in a bar in Long Island, and he also alleges that he has turned down 3 settlement offers from the Lemon team, and that CNN was actively protecting Don Lemon. Doesn't surprise me. These are all alleged accusations from the accuser. This is a quote from the accuser. "They tried to grind me down. They attempted to intimidate witnesses in my case. They've released confidential information about me in an attempt to dox me. They are complicit. This is who they are." I think his name is Dustin Heiss, the accuser. They state his name in the articles. The case is going to trial early next year, which is in 2022. So in a couple of weeks, it'll be 2022. And this case is allegedly going to trial. And the accuser said that he has turned down 3 separate offers from the Don Lemon attorney team. All right, stay tuned with that. And obviously, Don Lemon is still working at CNN and still peddling his fake news. Also, I'm going to drop a video of Don Lemon stating on the record that he felt sorry for Jerry Sandusky.
This next story you're going to talk about, there's a lot of people talking, so pay attention to this. No doubt, what was revealed during the Jerry Sandusky case is horrifying, but a CNN.com commentary raises a thought-provoking question. Should pedophiles be extended some measure of sympathy? Are we doing enough to identify and help pedophiles before they victimize our children? Dr. James Cantor wrote that commentary. He is a psychologist and a senior scientist at the Center for Addiction and Mental Health in Toronto, and he joins us now. Doctor, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
I want to ask you something, and I know people are going to probably send me a lot of hate mail for this. I've never been one to take glee in anyone's demise, and when I saw Jerry Sandusky walk out in handcuffs, I did kind of feel a bit sorry for him, even though I know the jury found him to do some horrific things. I was like, you know, his life is over. All of these young boys, it was terrible for them as well. There are no winners.
You all remember who Jerry Sandusky is? He is the sexual predator from Penn State who was convicted of sexually molesting children, students, and he is disgusting. Disgusting. If you've ever seen videos of Jerry Sandusky doing interviews, you can totally tell as he was being interviewed, because I clearly remember this, that in his eyes, he actually had pleasure, like memories of thinking about what he did, even though he was denying it. Oh my God, I can't even. Next on the list, I know there's more. There is more. There is not just Tubin and Lemon. We're going to move on to Chris Cuomo, Fredo. All right, I'm going to take a sip. This is Coke Zero coffee. It's a coffee cola. It's pretty good. I'm not getting paid for this because I don't have any subscribers really. So there you go. Cheers to myself. All right. So everyone knows who Chris Cuomo is. I don't know. He works for CNN. He has a show. He used to work for Good Morning America back in the day, back when I used to watch the news, and I actually liked Chris Cuomo way back when, I think 2012, 2013. He's cute, good looking, and I liked him. Not gonna lie. I'll admit it, I own it. So Chris Cuomo left Good Morning America to work at CNN, and he had his own show, and I'm pretty sure it was one of the highest rated shows on CNN. What did Chris Cuomo do? And another little point is Chris Cuomo is a very good friend of Don Lemon. They're little besties. So that's not surprising. Perverts are friends with other perverts, I suppose. So Chris Cuomo was suspended from CNN indefinitely for helping out his corrupt as fuck brother, Andrew Cuomo. Do you guys know who Andrew Cuomo is? Andrew Cuomo is the former governor of New York. He is responsible for killing tens of thousands of senior citizens in nursing homes by knowingly putting COVID positive elderly patients into nursing home, killed tens of thousands of them. He is a murderer. He is a murderer. And he is a sexual predator. We just found out, I think in the description I'll post a link that they know that Andrew Cuomo is a sexual predator, but the DA decided not to press charges. I don't know. Well, that's another story with the DA of New York City. They're all corrupt as far as I'm concerned. And as a disclaimer, everything that I say is of my opinion. I get all of my news stories from the internet, from news articles and YouTube videos of the actual people that I'm talking about. So I do have sources, but these are my opinions, and I'm reacting to what I'm reading in the news. Chris Cuomo was suspended from CNN for indefinitely helping out his brother Andrew. He recently resigned his governorship due to being a sexual predator. I already said that. Chris covered up for his brother by protecting him by not speaking of what Andrew Cuomo was accused of. So he was basically not reporting the news and using his power at CNN to cover up Andrew Cuomo. So Chris was fired on Saturday, December 4th from CNN. Can you imagine? He was actually fired from CNN when new evidence came to light about the extent of his cover-up for his brother Andrew. Wait, there's more. This is not just about him being a dirty little newscaster that covers up for his corrupt as fuck brother. No, no, no. A former colleague of Chris Cuomo came forward with an allegation of sexual harassment against the disgraced former CNN employee. Now, remember the Me Too movement. Me Too people, where are you? I just want to know where you are. Why aren't you guys freaking out that Chris Cuomo is a sexual harasser and his brother is a sexual predator who actually had to resign from being the governor? He resigned from being the governor of New York for being a sexual predator. Where in the news is this, people? Where the fuck is it? I don't see anything on the news about Andrew Cuomo being a sexual predator. Where are all the Me Too liberals? Where are you? I remember you stormed the Capitol for Brett Kavanaugh. And let's not name, number 45 on what everyone did to him. That's neither here nor there. I'm not here to talk about that. But I'm just saying, Andrew Cuomo, governor of New York, resigned for being a sexual predator. Fact. Where is the outrage? That's all. Where's the outrage? If you're going to do it for number 45 and if you're going to do it for Brett Kavanaugh, why aren't you does it only matter if certain politicians fit the narrative or don't fit the narrative? Is that when you protest? So tell me, how does that figure in? How do you guys figure out who deserves the Me Too hashtag? Just saying. Do you think that this is the end of the list of sexual predators on CNN, or PNN as I call it, the Pervert News Network? Do you think? Nope. There's more. We've got more. And I don't know why I'm saying it like that, because it's really disgusting in my opinion. It is disgraceful. And anyone who's watching CNN and believes what CNN tells you, if you're watching CNN, to me, I think that you are complicit. I feel like you promote that you agree with them harboring perverts. I don't know. Why would you watch them if they're harboring perverts and covering it up? There's more. On December 13th, the story broke that Chris Cuomo's, there's that name again, former producer and friend, yes, they are friends, John Griffin, was charged with luring children to his Vermont home to teach them how to be sexual, subservient slaves to men. Oh, yes, Vermont home. These two work shoulder to shoulder together, and it is deeply disturbing to say the least. CNN has only suspended Griffin pending further investigation into his pedophilia charges. And this isn't just supposition. He was arrested by the FBI. He was arrested, and this guy is only suspended right now. Is that all? Okay. I think there's more. I think there's one other pervert that we need to talk about. Project Veritas uncovered yet another producer. And this one worked with Jake Tapper as his producer. He allegedly confessed his secret fantasies about his fiance's daughter, who is only 14 years old. Rick Salaby is the alleged pervert in this case. His fiance, Rick's fiance, wrote a statement to Project Veritas, and here is her statement, and I quote, I'm going to read it. I wanted to reach out to sincerely thank you again. I'm very grateful towards you guys and everything you've done for me and my children. Our world has just been completely flipped upside down, but none of that matters. We are all safe. I'm hoping, praying, and pushing for charges to be brought against him so that he can never do this to another child or family again. I want the public and any predators to know without a shadow of a doubt that I will go to the absolute ends of the earth to protect my babies. And I am tremendously grateful that you guys have saved us from him. Okay, this is still from Rick Salaby's fiance. Despite the hardships ahead, I am going to continue to sit with these feelings of gratitude toward you guys and the woman who provided you with the information. Gratitude will get us through the other side of all this. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and Merry Christmas. Thank God for Project Veritas for exposing this disgusting pervert. Okay, seriously, that's two producers, Chris Cuomo, Don Lemon, and Jeffrey Toobin. Jeffrey Toobin was just caught, choking his chicken on camera in a Zoom call. Yeah, no big deal, right? He is a legal analyst. He's a Harvard graduate. People like to respect people with labels. So being that he's a Harvard graduate lawyer, he must be perfect, right? Right? We should listen to him, right? No, he's a perv. Update, he has since been arrested. So this guy's been arrested too. CNN producer, another CNN producer. Like, seriously, is there something going on in CNN that all these sexual predators work for this news company and they're the ones that are touting all of this fear porn everywhere? Ugh, I can't. People, when are you going to wake up? When are you going to wake up to realize that the news lies, especially CNN? If you're getting your news and your Rona updates from CNN, they're a bunch of perverts. I just wonder why there's so many sexual predators and perverts. I don't know what's going on there. In a new development, though, after all of this alleged incidences and arrests and everything else happened, in a new development, CNN has closed its offices to non-essential employees due to the rising Rona cases. That is just the best excuse, don't you think? Don't you think it's the best excuse ever? Stay tuned for my next episode of The Other Side Media. I made it through this episode by myself. I will insert the clips where need be. And this was really scary to do. I'm not going to lie, but I did it. And now I will be less afraid of doing shows like this alone, because sometimes Richard and Janine cannot make it up here. If you like what you saw, like and subscribe to The Other Side Media. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. That's it. The Other Side Media. Peace out.